Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Via, and if this is your first time stopping by, please like and subscribe. Welcome to my new series, Sewing My Pinterest Board. This is likely going to be the kickoff and hopefully the episodes grow. I haven't been very active, like I have never been very active on YouTube as I would want to, basically because my previous videos are not being watched enough and to film tutorial videos are quite time consuming and YouTube is not even paying me yet. So I was thinking about what I could do to salvage my creative situation, and this is where my thoughts led me. So this is likely going to be episode 1. I'm sorry if my mic is not actually capturing everything perfectly. I don't know this mic has. So this is the current board I'm currently infatuated with. There's a lot of designs that I'm currently infatuated with, but I'm going to be kicking it off with basic tops. Guys, basic tops are expensive. Like I never expected them to be that expensive, but maybe just because I'm broke. I'm going to try recreating the basic tops on my board. So this is actually the first time I'm going to be filming this kind of video. Normally my videos would just be straight to the point tutorial, but unfortunately for me, y'all are not watching it. I have to do something less tricky, more for me. Usually the fabric for making basic tops are not sold where I am. I'm in Enugu State, and the fabric for basic tops, I've not really seen them in the market. Plus, I'm also broke. So I'm going to be making use of what I have to get what I want. I'm going to clip the mic on myself so I can be able to show you the fabric. So now I've clipped the mic. Hopefully you're still able to hear me. So this is the first fabric. This one is a skirt that was made by my apprentice back in 2020. Yeah, back in 2020 she made it, but it wasn't her size. She let me have it to pass it to someone who will be interested, but since then I've not been able to find someone to take it, so I guess it's for me right now. It's for me. I saved it for me. So this one is a palazzo. It's a palazzo. A friend of mine gave this to me to get it fixed back in 2019, and somehow it's still in my care. I don't know what happened. I can't remember the story. I'm going to be using it to make basic top. Hopefully she doesn't remember one day, because by then it will be a top. So I have this top. This fabric is actually dirty. So I have this top. I've had it for a very long time. I can't remember how I got it. I think it was my mom's. Well, I've had it for a very long time, but I don't see myself wearing it. I don't usually wear it, and I just realized it has a little bit of stretch. It's quite stretchy, so I'm going to be making basic top out of it. So what all of these fabrics have in common is stretch. The stretchiness, it stretches. All of them stretches. They stretch. Oh, both ways. They stretch both ways. So same with this one. Stretches, but this one is not that stretchy, but it still stretches. It can work. I'm going to go ahead and make patterns for it. I might make the patterns with paper or maybe directly to the fabric. One thing you want to pay attention to when you're working with stretch fabric, especially when you're making something like this, it's going to be tight on your body, and you're going to account for the stretchiness of the fabric. So I have a particular way that I do measure my the stretch of the fabric. I don't really know the actual way. Maybe there's a fundamental way for doing this, but I don't really know. So I just measure the stretch by myself. Let me show you guys what I mean. This is my tape. So what I do to actually get the stretchiness that I want to know what I'm working with, I just put the fabric, just put it. You can use any number, right? You can use any number. You can use any number from 5 to 10, 15. So but normally I like working with 10 because that way it's manageable for me. So I just put it in 10. When I put it in 10, then I'm going to hold where that 10 is, and I'm going to drag it. You can do this in inches or in centimeters, right? So I'm just going to drag it. You see, by the time I drag this, I'm going to be having This is giving me 14.5, which means 10 inches can stretch to give you 14.5. And the basic tops I want to make is going to be hugging, is going to be tight on my body, so I'm going to be using all of them. What it means is that for every measurement that I take, I'm going to be removing 4.5 inches from it, or 5 inches, or that depends on whether you used centimeters or inches. Yeah, I'm done making patterns for 2. This is just 2 because I don't know if I want to continue with this same just boxy pattern for the other one yet. So let me just sew these 2 first to see if I want to proceed with just a boxy basic top, or maybe I want to do some other thing. So if you look at this pattern, you see that it's kind of small. My actual bust measurement measures around 9 inches, so, but the measurement here is 7 inches. That is including the seam allowance. So by the time I'm done sewing this, I'm going to be having like 6 inches, so which is like 12, that's 24. It's very small because the fabric is very stretchy. So, and the sleeve, I did, in fact everything is less 2 inches on fold. So yeah, I'm going to head to the sewing machine now and join them together. If you're working with lycra fabric, sometimes it's hard to sew. Like if you're sewing stretchy fabric, it will be jumping thread. So if you're using this kind of machine, you see this place, when you turn it right, it gets longer. When you turn it left, it gets shorter. So you have to reduce it, make it shorter. This is how I used mine, so that you can easily sew through. This is like reducing or increasing the tension. Yeah, because the fabric you're working with is soft, so it doesn't need high tension to sew. If you're using industrial machine, it's the same thing with this one. It has this industrial machine does have something like this that you can reduce or increase. So if you're working with this kind of machine, when I was making the red one, I used this machine, so I placed my tension at 5. This is more like 5.5. 5.5, yes. When I increased the tension to like 9, it was very tight, so I had to reduce it. Keep adjusting your tension and the stitch length to see which one works for the fabric that you're working with. Yeah, at this point I was done with the black one. I like the fit. It fits perfectly like a glove. Give you an up close. Already getting dark, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to complete all of them today, so I might leave it tomorrow morning before heading out. I'll keep you updated. Here is another one. So I made this one out of my gown. It's a very long gown. It's worn out. I've worn it for like 4 years, 5 years now. Instead of just trashing it, I just decided to flip it. It's almost exact with the black one, except that the sleeves are a little bit longer. Let me show you the next one. And here is the next one. This one is halter neck. I also made this for my dress. The dress, like I said, is very long, so I could make 2. It's the perfect length. I like where it is. It's not covering my navel. I finally finished this project. This is how the pink one came out. It can be styled in different ways, and you can tell that I'm in love. Then the blue one is giving Y2K energy. That's lovely. I really enjoyed making this project and hope you liked it too. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one.